Cool. I'm assuming that means that we are live. Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
We are. Cool. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Save versus Games. We are doing the conclusion of the Great Sheep Chase Counting Nightmares edition here over on Save versus Games. I am Jen, your dungeon master, dunJENN master for the evening. And we are here with a bunch of lovely players. So we are just going to go around and have them reintroduce themselves and reintroduce their characters. And then we will get started on a quick couple of announcements and then jump back into the game. So I'm going to go just straight down on the stream with, I believe that is Kasik.
Okay, well, Kasib is a shifter. In his form is like a displacer beast, and he looks kind of like a cowboy, and shoot and have tentacles. Enjoy his tentacles.
Very cool. Next is going to be Moglin.
Moglin is a Oathbreaker paladin who, frequently watches all of his party members die.
Frequently, but okay.
Okay, well, not frequently. So he's one out of two so far. We'll see how tonight goes.
Duval.
Hello all. Duval is a dark gray, dark sort of rabbit folk Haringen kin, spellcaster sorcerer, enjoying this nightmare.
Vass.
Vass is a human fighter, polearm master. Drinks heavily.
You drink
That's all you
heavily?
need to know.
That's
Yes,
very cool.
He is an alcoholic with PTSD.
All right, and last but not least, Kicks Hot. Kicks Hot. Who walked away and I think is muted.
Am I not working?
There you are. Now you are. Now you're not.
Am I okay?
There you go.
So Kixhawk is an emissary of the Unseelie Court. Although they're kind of a junior in all of it, they're still going through a very edgy emo phase where they play up their dark nature. You can find them shopping at buying Jinko Jings and chain wallets, stuff like that. They are a satyr. They have it's more like a humanoid goat, the head of a goat and the legs of a goat. And they really like fall because that's when all the plants die.
Very nice. So those are all of our lovely characters returning to this super fun adventure that we are doing over here as we make our entrance back into streaming over here on Twitch on the Save versus Game channel. Greg wanted me to announce that his PvP sessions are going to be opening up to the public on Wednesday. So anyone that's in our Discord can go ahead and get kind of free early access to signing up for those. It sounds really exciting. He's put a lot of work into it on Foundry virtual tabletop, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're not on Discord, go ahead and get there if you want to sign up early. Otherwise, the sign up will be open to everyone on Reddit and across the other interwebs on Wednesday. Other than that, I think that's all pretty much for announcements. So we will recap what has happened in our adventure so far. So our adventurers found themselves in a tavern, nice and cozy, falling asleep for the evening. We learned what all of their nighttime routines are, including sleeping on top of dressers and in front of doorways and drinking to oblivion, whatnot. And in their dream state, they were given a mission from a ethereal sheep named Fenethir Shinebright, who asked the group to rescue him from the imprisonment of his assistant Noki, who turned him into this sheep and promised them riches and anything else that they could possibly imagine because he is a well-renowned wizard of great fame and fortune. So our adventurers followed him to the home of Noki that was once his house, and they found themselves in lots of different twists and turns, eerie, dream-like areas. Where they fought a swarm of books in the library, where they, let me see, they fought some spiders and some swarms of books, and Moglin set the library on fire. And when he told his party members to go ahead and run through this door here, Duval did just that. He ran through a door that was not checked and immediately fell into a trap door. And it took about 2 turns for him to get to the bottom of that long, winding tunnel, during which time he was able to establish a mental link with Moglin and let him know what did Duval say to Moglin on the way down? The long tunnel, the long slide, something like
Sounds
that.
about right. Yeah.
Yeah. And Duval found himself standing in a well, pretty much what you see now on your stream. So let me get over there. Here we go. So Duval finds himself standing in the middle of a doorway, or in the middle of a fireplace, actually. And the room that he finds himself in, it looks pretty similar to this room, but it's full of dark hanging curtains, and even though he landed right in the middle of the fireplace, the fire is not hurting him. Thick velvety rugs cover the dark mahogany woods. In the room is a huge 4-poster bed, giant fluffy pillows, not fluffy, but just very soft satin pillows. There's a plate full of food on a table standing close by. The air is thick with lotus smells, lotus flowers. The whole air is the whole room is kind of hazy from incense burning. And as soon as you get in there, Duval, you kind of look around, you like you just instantly feel comfortable, not super threatening. And again, the room isn't super large. It's a standard, I wouldn't say standard, but it's like a suite size bedroom, with only one door out, beautiful window that looks out over a night forest, and there is a only one door, a heavy door that leads out. And you are standing in the middle of the fireplace.
I will hop out of the fire, make sure I don't cover the pretty lotuses with the singe of burnt hair. Have a look around, see if there's anything of interest that catches my attention more than the window.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check.
It's a 23.
Nice. So as you are Yeah, so as you're peeking around the room, you're doing like that slow turn, getting the full scope of everything. As you look back towards the fireplace, over top of the like in the mantle, etched into the mantle is a symbol that looks like a palm of a hand with an eye, and then like where the fingers would be is a lotus opening up. With your rabbit ears, you can hear giggling coming from the other side of the door. And out the window, you see out the window, like I said, it overlooks a nighttime forest, but between where you are and the forest, there's kind of like a boggy, marshy area between the two. And you hear female voices coming from the other side of the door.
So the door, I hear a giggling child as well as
Not necessarily a child, but it
Okay.
sounds like feminine giggling.
Okay. So the voices, all of them are coming from the door.
Yes.
Okay.
And with that perception roll, there are two distinct voices that you're hearing.
Can I make out anything? Do they seem to be just beyond the door?
With that perception, they are beyond the door, and the couple few seconds that it's taking you to do that, you hear chit-chatting, and it's getting closer and closer to where you are.
Okay. I will have a seat in a spot where I can see both out the window and to the door, and telepathically speak to Moglin. I'm assuming he's still within 4 miles of me.
Yes.
Yes.
Or is he? Yeah.
We'll find out, I guess.
Yes. Yeah, we'll find. Yeah, you know what? Give me a D100 roll.
$78.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you are still connected to Moglin. Loud and clear.
I say, I have found a cozy room. I shall await your arrival. And I'll just begin to have a short rest, I guess. Sit and watch the window and watch the door and see what
Well, as
happens.
soon, can you? Oh, control. Oh, this guy?
No, I
No,
cannot.
you cannot. Hang on. There we go. So for all intents and purposes, like this room is basically like the setup of everything. So you're gonna sit on the bed or the chair?
I would probably sit on the bed if the door is kind of directly like from my view.
Okay,
That
gotcha.
way I could see both the window and the door.
I have to sneeze. Bless me. Yeah. So as soon as you send off that
Bless
message
you.
to, yeah, I appreciate you. So as soon as you send off that message to Moglin, in through the door comes two characters. They appear as two very beautiful ebony skinned women with long flowing silver hair. Their hair is almost iridescent, so as it swishes in the fireplace light, completely iridescent. So you're seeing lots of purples and greens and blues, but their hair is still silver at the same time. Their skin, it almost seems to be like twinkling like starlight from the light in the fireplace. And they both carry plates of food. And when they come in, they don't seem surprised that you're there. They're actually very excited. Oh, Duval, you're finally here. And they come over and so if you're sitting on the bed, they're going to come on either side of the bed of you. And they're going to be trying to get you to. So one of them has plates of food, and the other one has drinks and ale. They have ale in beautiful wooden mugs, and they have what smells like the finest wine in beautiful golden goblets. Yeah, and they are fawning over you.
I cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay. You're just doing surface level, or are you going deeper?
No, just surface level.
They are very excited to see you, and they want you to drink and eat and be merry.
I'm okay for now. I don't need no sustenance. Tell me, what do you do here?
Oh, Duval, of course you want something to eat or something to drink. We've seen how much you and your friends have gone through since arriving here. That awful stink in the library and that awful sheep that brought you here. We're so sorry for him. He's such a nuisance.
Nothing underlying.
Nope.
Is this your room?
Yes, of course it is. Yes, of course this is our room. And we've made it very comfortable, and we have all of the everything that you would ever possibly want to be comfortable here for as long as you um for as long as you would possibly gift us your time and your attention.
'Tis a very nice window, but one view would not satisfy my attention for very long, I fear. But I can wait with you for now.
Super. Then they as they get closer and closer to you, that smell of the lotus smells stronger and stronger. So will you go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw?
Would this be in relations to poison?
Yes, it does.
So I have advantage on that.
Okay.
$24.
Awesome. So you save. Awesome.
I will telepathically send Moglin another message. I forget if I knew if he had heard giggling voices or not. But simply, I have met new friends down here.
Awesome. And with that, we will switch back to our group that are still up in the library. So Gregory, if you want to switch over to the library page.
Vas, Duval just stands there talking to himself.
So Duval is down in that room. Moglin, Kasik, Vass, and Kicks Hot. You guys have two walls of fire around you from where Moglin set fire to the books. And you have a doorway in front of you. The door that Duval ran through with a pit right on the other side of it that Duval slid down. And just across, about 10 feet across, is a hallway with another door. And Moglin did hear childish giggling coming from that door.
What's the condition of the spider? Is it dead?
It's dead.
And
yeah, we were out of combat.
The library's on fire?
Yeah, these two. Moglin started set these guys on fire.
Is there a sheep guide around anywhere?
Nope. You guys have not seen the sheep guide. You hear his voice every now and then. Of our last session, I don't think anybody was really. He wasn't being very. He was getting more and more difficult to contact and get a straight answer out of.
Well, I'm not going to die to the fire, and then I hop down the chute.
Okay.
Moglin's just gonna look down the hole. This is before he hears Duval and goes, "I've lost another one." And then watch Kicks Hot jump in and be like, "Make that too." And then he will run over to the spider, and he's gonna take his hand and grab the spider's spinneret and pull out a whole bunch of webbing tied around his waist, and then run and jump down the hole as well.
Okay.
Like a spiderweb bungee cord.
Okay.
Nice.
Vass and Kasik.
Okay, well, since looking everyone going down, he's going to cast Armor of Agathis, just in case, and go to the trap.
Okay.
Hope we
That's
don't
just
die.
jumping in that.
Vass is jumping in.
Oh yeah, full
Okay.
send.
Well. Okay. So because Moglin went first with his bungee cord spider web, I need Moglin's spider web bungee cord to make 2 strength saving throws, because they just added on to full-grown people.
Oh no, he ain't grabbing the rope. He's flying right in.
Well, Moglin is like halfway down this tunnel, this chute. So it's like going down like a enclosed playground tunnel with someone like in the middle.
Get
Okay,
out of
I
the
will.
way.
Okay, I will allow you each to make a dex check to see if you were able to get around him, and if you can't, then it's going to be a strength save from the bungee cord.
I already rolled the strength save, so it wasn't too hot.
Okay, well, who jumped first? Was it Kasik or was it Vass? After Moglin.
I guess Vass jumped in.
Okay.
So what
Do it.
happens?
I need Vass and Kasik to roll me some dex checks to see if you are able to avoid Moglin. And I haven't seen it come through on Roll20. Okay, so yeah, so okay, so Kasik definitely not. Vass, yeah, Vass you do. Kasik you fail. So what was your strength save?
6.
Okay, so your bungee cord does not make it. And it
Such a good
snaps.
idea, too.
It snaps, and Moglin and Kasik tumble down. So I guess I will go ahead and bring all of us to.
As it snaps, Moglin's like, "This is how we all die."
In the arms of an angel plays as they fall.
I just stare at the fireplace with a growing grin.
Side note, is there any way to change the color on these rolls? I'm old and I can't read white text on yellow neon.
Purple for
You
me.
can turn it. You can
I
turn
don't
it
know.
to the
Do you
night
mean-
mode.
You mean in the chat log?
The chat log, yeah.
No.
I'll just change it to day mode. At least it makes it black on yellow.
Same here.
Night. All right, awesome. Okay, so so Kicksock, as you were the first one to come down and did not have the same clusterfuck behind you, you find the same thing when you come down. You're standing in the middle of the fireplace, and you see Duval with these two lovely dark-skinned ladies with lots of food and drink over here on the bed. And as for all intents and purposes, as soon as you get there, well, I don't know, Duval, does it look like you're enjoying yourself? Or are you just standing there like a rigid
Quite content. Enjoying the company, enjoying the view.
Okay, so content.
Surprised that this group of friends / strangers decided to follow so quickly.
Of course.
You mean to tell me we killed a spider while you were just in here on this bed with two
Hold on.
ladies?
So seeing that Kicksox kind of straightens up a little bit and then straightens out, Shaq is like, "Hello," and as he's like trying to look cool, that's when the other 3 people behind him come down the chute and just bury him.
Yep.
It just sounds like metal clanking down a set of stairs as the
Clunk,
full
clunk,
plate armor fighter falls from the sky.
It's raining men.
Hallelujah.
Okay, so Kicksock, as you hear the clanking coming down the chute, do you move or do you stand there and get hit by people?
No, I just described what my intentions were.
Okay,
It
super cool.
sounds like an orchestra coming down.
So awesome. So then, all right. So then you all, I'm assuming, well, okay. So Kicksaw did what he did. Moglin, you were the first one to fall down, and then Bass, and then Zeke. So it's gonna. This is such a funny image in my head. So there's a pile of you guys on top of this floor. Again, you see very similar. Everything smells like heavy lotus blossom, oranges. The food and the wine is also drifting through the air. Fairly fresh breeze coming in from the open window. And you guys are in a pile on the floor.
Do they get burned in the fire?
No, they do not get burned in the fire. And as you guys are all coming down this fireplace and end up in a ball, it kind of pushes you out from the fireplace. You're kind of just in the middle of the floor, feeling the nice plush carpet all around you.
This carpet is plush. Get off me. Can't breathe. Okay. Well, who are your friends?
And when you
Why?
say that, this girl gets up and she comes over and she grabs Kasik. I guess I'm assuming he's kind of most on top. She comes up and she helps him up. She dusts off his cowboy hat and she fixes it back on his head ever so nicely. And she introduces herself as Demora.
Mora, my name is Kicksocks. What do you do here?
Oh, we meet my sister and I. And the sister over by Duval, still sitting on the bed, waves her hand. My sister and I, we make sure that all of our guests are comfortable and have everything that they could possibly ever dream of.
Comfortable for what? And hello, sister.
She giggles and pops a big fat juicy grape in her mouth. And Demora answers you with whatever you like. We love to have our long-term guests be here and be comfortable and want to stay and spend all of their time and attention on us.
Have you other guests at the moment?
No one's come to play with us in a really long time. It's been ages.
There will be much time to play after we slay this incompetent little sheep.
Oh, you're here for the sheep too? Oh, of course.
Yes.
Of course, Duval and his ever so strong party members are here to rid us of that terrible sheep.
Well, we are to be his new jailers. The sheep said that it had been imprisoned here, and it seems a waste to leave it untapped by its current owner.
Oh yes. Our oldest sister, she would absolutely love to be rid of that terrible, awful, very smelly sheep. He's really smelly, and he honestly eats way more. And he is incessant all day and all night. And we love the nighttime so much, and he ruins it so much.
Is this not the sheep's prison? I thought its spirit was bound here.
Oh yes, but his physical body is up here. And she like kind of stands off to the side and gestures towards the door.
And what of the sheep's jailer?
Our sister keeps him very close by because he can be just an awful nuisance everywhere. So she takes it upon herself to let us have as much free time without him bogging us down and ruining our moods.
Oh,
I'd like to, as an action, use my divine sense to see if I can sense any celestials, fiends, or undead within 60 feet.
Let's see, what is it?
Divine sense. I'll get. So it's just one of its class features. As an action, open awareness to detect celestials, fiends, or undead. Just to vibe check these two women hanging on a bunny.
Yes, you do.
My detect thoughts is just circling the room as well.
Okay. So are you doing detect thoughts on like your party members also?
Sure am.
Okay.
Pretty much anytime somebody speaks, my attention is just going to shift.
Do I know if it's an undead or a fiend or a celestial?
Very, very specific. You know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead.
Oh, you know the type.
You do know the type. Yep. So you sense celestials and fiends.
So those are going to be the key thoughts that Moglin's thinking. He's going to be like, fiends. And he's going to look around.
Did Moglin get up off the ground?
No, he's still just face planted.
Okay. Vass, are you still on the ground?
He's up at this point.
Up at this point. And your party member is detecting your surface level thoughts. So what's going on surface level in Vass's mind right now?
Trauma.
Okay. Kasik, are you on the ground?
Okay, just immediately stand up, start to cleaning, and start to thinking, well, hello there.
Is that to the sister still on the bed?
The one that was facing
Okay,
his
so there's one talking with Kixhawk, kind of like right in front of him, and then there's so this one here is Demora, and this one here is I forgot what name I gave her.
Fred?
No.
Fred's clams?
Not Fred, Mrs. Clams. We'll call her Pearl.
With Demora.
Oh, so you came up to Demora?
Yeah, he'll be staring at her, paying attention to what he's saying.
Okay. As you step closer to her, that wonderful lotus smell overtakes you, and I need a Constitution saving throw from you, please.
Yes.
Super. So yeah, so as you get close to her, the smell is just amazing, and this sister up here, Pearl, she's the one that has all of the food in her hand, and she offers you the plate, and it's just a beautiful setup of fresh fruits, basically just like the best charcuterie board that you could ever imagine. So dates and cheeses and some fresh bread and fresh berries, strawberries and grapes.
No thanks. I just eat.
She kind of gives you a little pout.
Talk me about yourself.
She kind of just giggles at you, and she kind of turns away, like it kind of into Duval's fuzzy little shoulder there. And Demora over here in front of Kixhawk says, "Oh, you mustn't mind my sister too much. She's very shy." Vass, are you doing anything during all of this, or you're just standing up and watching?
Just watching.
Okay. Then Demora turns back to Kixhawk. Well, she was standing in front of Kixhawk, and she was kind of pointing towards the door, telling you where you can go find Benethir if you did so choose. Or you're also more than welcome to stay here and partake in our fruits of labor and love of fresh food and fine wines and pleasant company.
Finifir mentioned the name of his apprentice, the one that usurped him. What was it?
Noki.
Mm-hmm. So is it Noki that is you work for? As he asks that, he's got a thing of grapes, and he's eating the whole thing of grapes.
Super. As you're eating the grapes, she says, "Oh no, Noki is the name of our sister. Fenethir has been here an awful long time, and he is particularly fond of partaking of the mushrooms that grow outside of our house here. And they sometimes addle his brain and his mind, and they rot his teeth. And a lot of the stories that he comes up with are just completely outlandish."
Is Noki being his apprentice and trapping him here one of his stories?
Oh yes, yes it is. If any Fenethir came to us, he wanted also he thought that he was so renowned and so wealthy and that he could just have um the hand of any maiden that he wanted. And he thought that he could come in here and he had the most audacious plan to steal my sister and I away from our sister. We have no intention of going with him. And uh, our sister, Noki, she was kind enough, she protected us, and she turned him into the sheep that apparently came and visited you.
I see. I tried to kick him in the face earlier today, and
Did it hurt him? I hope it hurt him.
my hoof just went through as if it was a shadow.
Well, this is most unfortunate.
Yes.
He is. Oh, thank you, Lance, for the advantage. What's most unfortunate? Perhaps if you wanted to kick him in the face again and do some real damage, you could find him through this door. I would be more than happy to accompany you and show you the way.
Lead the way.
She links arms with you.
He reciprocates.
Assuming I didn't detect anything that deters me, I will stand up and go to follow.
Let's see. So your surface level thoughts are that there is definitely a sheep through here. There's definitely a Noki through here, and they definitely want you to get rid of the sheep.
And fiends.
And fiends are going off. So Demore and Kixot go through the door first.
Perhaps we should stay here and relax a while.
Moglin will get up and go over to Pearl and be like, "Oh, it's nice of you to offer us food and drink, but I could never, partake before a lovely lady as yourself." And he's gonna grab a cup of the ale and dip her back, and as she falls back, he's gonna waterboard her with the wine or ale.
Okay, as soon as you get close to her, I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Oh no, 9.
How did we go from casual conversation to waterboarding?
Well,
fiends.
So as you have the cup of wine in your hand and you go to dip her down, you get that lovely lotus blossom smell just overtakes you. And instead of waterboarding her, you have her kind of bent over in a very intimate embrace, and she puts her arms up around your neck and pulls you onto the bed. So will you please roll me a d4?
That's right. It'll only delay us at most 2 minutes. But he'll have to
2
take
minutes.
a nap.
2 minutes.
2 minutes? Okay. So for the next 2 minutes, you are going to be
Otherwise involved.
So for the next 2 minutes, you have the poisoned condition as she pulls you down on the bed and she just lays this very erotic kiss on you.
How does that work with a lion's jaw?
Use your imagination.
We're not going super into detail with this.
I'll take that as agreement to the short rest and go take a seat closer to the window. And,
are you watching this?
Just everyone's just watching.
Staring out the window. Still listening.
This is how tieflings are made.
It's how tieflings are made.
I have many questions.
Yes. Okay, so she pulls you into this kiss, into this embrace. You have the poison condition. As you pull away from her, she gives you an extra smooch on your snout, and she releases you.
And everybody stood there for 2 minutes watching.
Well, this was happening while Kixhot and Demora was moving out. So unless Kixhot like turned around and was like, "Hey, come on, guys," otherwise they are moving through the door. Duval wanted to sit down.
Alas.
Yeah, I'm attempting to take my short rest still, so kind of waiting to see what everyone else is doing.
Kasik, were you following Kixhot and Demora, or are you watching the Pearl and Moglin?
I follow and saying that it's her loss, and what with kidnaps.
Okay. Bass?
Oh, he's watching.
Straight watching.
Is he sketching?
Mhm.
He's doing little sketches.
Okay, Duval, you still have your detect thoughts, right?
Sure do.
So Vass, what is he getting surface level from?
Oh, no.
Absolutely nothing. He's just staring.
Just staring. Okay.
It's just dial-up internet noises.
Okay. So we will move these guys. And Moglin, as soon as she releases, I don't know. So yeah, so it takes about 30 seconds for them to go through the door. That's when you get your smooch. And then what do you do?
Moglin's just going to lay there for a minute, wondering how his plan backfired so extravagantly.
All right.
Can I vibe check her? Can I insight check her and see if I believe her sincere smooching or not?
Yeah.
She have ulterior motives with me? Who knows? Not Moglin.
She does have ulterior motives with you, but you don't know what those are. You don't know if she wants to eat your face or
Make tieflings.
eat your face. All right. So,
Suppose that will follow if everyone's leaving.
So Duval's leaving. Vass, you're standing at the end of the bed. And okay, so Moglin, you're laying there for a second. Pearl gets up. She links arms with Vass, and she is pulling him forward towards the door. Vass, do you go with her?
Which door? With the party?
Yeah, there's
Oh,
only
yeah.
one door in this room.
No reason to stay.
Okay, awesome. And then Moglin, you're gonna lay there for a second, contemplating your life and
Contemplating my life choices, what led me to this moment for interspecies relations, contemplating my lack of performance for only lasting 2 minutes. A lot of questions going through the mind.
awesome. Okay, so I will pull this all over.
This truly is a nightmare realm.
Yeah. Wondering if I'm ready to have cubs of my own.
Is this how it did it? Mother didn't prepare me. Okay. I will pull us all up. No, we're not all on the. Just give me. So, as you guys leave through what you would normally assume would be like a hallway door, you actually find yourselves on the other side of the door. You find yourselves outside in that oh, look at that. So Pearl and Kicks hot. Or further forward. 'Cause we're behind them. Duval. I didn't even grab it. Well, we get back over here.
Boglin's now wondering why he's sticky. And remembers the spider web from earlier.
Yeah. No wine spilled on his pants. Okay. So yeah. So you guys enter through the doorway. Kixhawk and Jamora first, Kasik, followed by Javal. Thank you for that condition. Vass and Pearl are arm in arm behind them, and Moglin is bringing up the rear. You go through the hallway, and you guys find yourself in this twilight-covered. Twilight-covered, swampy, marshy area. All around you are colorful night flowers coming to bloom. There are the colorful night flowers coming to bloom. Again, more lotus, jasmine smells coming from everywhere. For it being kind of swampy, you get like that rich, moist earth and dirt smell also. There are bright, colorful mushroom pops or mushroom patches popping up in the air. There are lots of lightning bugs lighting up everything. Overall, everything looks very ethereal and peaceful, and you guys are coming up on a large tree. And in the roots of that large tree, if you guys have ever been to like New Orleans or any kind of swamp area, they have like the tall bald cypresses where the roots are kind of up out of the water, up out of the bog. Some of them are like so big that you can kind of like walk through them. In this particular tree, the tree goes very, very tall up, and the inside the roots, the root system of this tree, a little hut, a little house has been constructed. And in front of the house is your friend. You see I couldn't find his original token, but you guys see a sheep out here, and he is indeed munching on moss and mushrooms and bark.
Is it Finifear?
It is a sheep.
So it's not Finifear?
It looks like the sheep that yeah,
Never mind. Are you Finifear? I asked the sheep.
It looks at you. Blah blah blah.
I turned to the Demora. Is that Finifear?
That is Finithir. Every now and then, he hasn't sounded. He's been yelling at us as the sheep person, as a sheep, for years. I think he's forgotten that he was once a person or an elf. He was actually an elf. First of all, he wanted to lord over all the people and have all the ladies and all the money and all the riches, and it was just ridiculous. What just happened?
What's an ironic fate? Did something happen on your end? Like technically?
Yeah, like my whole entire Just as a
My
Did it go
roll
black?
20 froze.
Can you refresh it by hitting it like F5 or just refreshing it?
Oh, there it goes.
Fix it.
Okay. Like the whole, like everything like disappeared for a second. Okay. Yeah, does everyone do that real quick? Everyone's roll 20 back?
Mine is.
Okay, cool. So Duval, if you're you have to be within 30 feet for you to detect dots, right?
I assume that's gone. It was only for a minute, so.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. If you sat there and waited for Moglin. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure with your abilities, so it's just something that runs all the time. Okay. Okay, cool. So yeah, Demora confirms that is the sheep known as Finithir Shinebright. And the sheep sees you guys. Blah, 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 blah. And it's getting very, very excited. And as you grow a little bit closer, you see that it's actually tied up to basically like a hitching post outside the front door of this house inside the root.
And where is your sister, Nokia?
Noki, this is her home. Like I said, she is gracious enough to keep this terrible Finithir in check for the most part. Every now and then he strays and he causes ruckus wherever he wants.
Excellent. I will be the new lord of this domain, and the Unseelie court will recognize me. Begins to walk up to the door with the intent to knock on it.
I shift to the side and watch.
I knock on the door.
Okay.
Nokia, come out.
I like how you're calling her Nokia, like the phone. The phone brand. So you go up and knock. Bass and Moglin and Duval, what are you guys doing?
And then I step to the side and I create a minor illusion of myself standing in the doorway.
Okay. Duval, Kasik, you said that you're standing off to the side, right? Watching?
No,
you
but
trying-
I'm also getting to the side.
Okay, are you guys hiding or you're just...
I've kind of shifted under this tree. I'm more leaning against it than really hiding, but
Okay.
Trying to pay attention to everything going around. Where we came out of, the door, does the world kind of end there, or is this like a door in the middle of nowhere? Or?
So if you turn back around to look at the door from where you came from, there is no door, and from beyond there, from where the door that you came through, where you expected to be, the door is gone, and beyond it just continues swamp. And but you do see the rise of the tower that you guys came, the same tower that you guys entered through in the forest. You can see it. You can see just the top turret, or the top tower, in the far, far distance.
Okay.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
What's that? Not in Kansas
not in
anymore.
Kansas.
Okay.
How much time has passed?
From the time that you got kissed to the time that you got up.
From the kiss. Am I still poisoned?
So you laid there for literally a minute, and however long it takes you to walk through a door.
Not that
So
long.
20 seconds.
Do I know I'm poisoned?
You feel really woozy.
It's love.
Love.
He's just gonna hold Pearl's hand.
And Vass. Sorry, I cut you off. What did you want to be doing?
Vass is just going over to the other side of that hole here and just having the glaive ready.
They right? Okay. So as Kicks Hot, as you knock on the door and create a minor illusion of yourself. What is your minor illusion doing? Just standing there waving?
It can't do anything.
It's just standing there, so it's just you.
Yeah. Minor illusions can't move, so it's just like a still image, like freeze frame.
Like with your arm up, with your hand up.
Yeah. I imagine hands on hips kind of thing.
Okay, gotcha. So you knocked and the door opened wide. It wasn't latched or anything like that. And from out of the doorway pours light that would be coming from a nice warm fire. You smell dried herbs and stew cooking, and in a pleasant little voice that yells out, "Oh, my dear Kixhawk, I'm so glad that you finally made your way here."
I slide the minor illusion in like a broken video game model.
Glick, 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 glick.
Yeah, click. Yes, it is I, Kixot. I am now in your house.
Okay. And the voice says, "That is a very impressive illusion, my dear Kixhot."
All right, the illusion ends, and yes, well, your renown precedes you. He ends the illusion and walks in for real.
Right, so when Kixhot walks in, please. So the voice is coming from this pleasant little older lady sitting in a very nice warm chair, crocheting. And she looks up at you. "Oh, my dear Kixhawk, it's been so long. Kixhot, it's been so long, and it's so fantastic to finally see you again."
Do I feel any sort of compulsions or like my mind is being changed at all?
Nope.
By being in the presence? Okay. Nope. So Kixhawk will approach this old woman and say, "Your reign over this realm is over. A new king shall rise." And then he raises her glaive to strike her down.
Okay, so I should mention that also in this room, as Kixhot comes in, over on the side here, there is a couple little children over here, and they are playing with these little cats. So, you are raising your glaive up to attack her. Are you going to attack her, or are you?
He's measuring her response, and then bonus action. I'm gonna move the hex onto her. As he postures.
So you're intimidating her?
I don't know if that's up to you to decide.
Okay, then then go ahead and roll me an intimidation check.
Okay. But he sees this person as the ruler of this realm.
Yeah.
And has declared that he shall be the next.
Okay.
In my
Well,
insight?
I'll let you. Yeah. I'll let you do either intimidation
Okay,
or
so
insight.
18. Oh, intimidation?
I'll let you choose.
Well,
I guess insight. Yeah. Okay.
I rule insight. Yeah, what kind of vibe am I getting from her?
So she is not worried about your glaive in her face. And as she sees you raise that up, the two small children stop looking, playing with the kitten, and they all look at you with these big wide eyes. And the older lady looks at you and says, "Oh dear, you must put that away. We do not play with glaives inside the house."
I stabbed the kid.
Cool. So stab. So okay. Roll to hit.
Yeah. Like, because like his instinct is these aren't actually kids. There's some sort of like puppets or like totems of power.
Okay.
I've never wanted them to be kids so much.
I was literally going to put pictures of my children in here,
Oh, no.
but then I was like, that's probably too much. Let me find some clip art.
Good call. Good call.
Yeah, definitely.
My screen is black, by the way. I don't know if I just lost view
same.
or what.
Mine too.
Oh, yeah.
Mine too.
We got censored. Children murder is censored on this on this stream. It almost looks like the lighting or something got covered.
Yeah.
I'm more curious if I can just see him stabbing at this child.
Yeah, he left the door open.
I know, but I moved
And
over,
then,
so
and then he's gonna shout
I think,
about how he's gonna stab kids pretty soon. So
Yeah, I think Greg
not
is
a secret.
doing something. Does everyone have sight back?
yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Okay, so Kickshot, you can roll to hit, and then we will switch over to what everyone outside is doing, and then we'll go from there.
I am from the Unseelie Court, and I am wise to your ways of deception. These aren't just children. And then he stabs one. Putting the yeah. Well, I'll leave hex on her. Glaive.
So they both miss. So as you go to stab the child, the grandmother gets up and she throws her knitting that she was working on in between you both, and she uses the blanket to kind of, she lassos your glaive with her knitting string basically, and your hit and your swing misses.
What's the AC of that string? I mean, geez.
It's apparently higher than a 14 or 13.
I think Jen just wanted to put a JoJo reference in.
A JoJo reference? What
Yeah.
JoJo reference?
Yeah. Jolene, she her stand is a bunch of string.
What's JoJo?
It's an American documentary about a European family that comes to America and has to deal with the convoluted ancestry and an adopted child. It's heartbreaking.
That's not a documentary.
I thought it was all true.
No, I believe it's an anime.
But even that part where vampires took over an entire town
Especially that part.
and he shot lasers out of his eyes, that wasn't real?
Maybe in Alaska.
Okay. It was an Alaskan family.
Yeah.
It keeps going black on my end.
Yeah.
Well, I got a bonus action attack, so I'm gonna try one more time. So 24 to hit.
Okay.
You know what
does
they
that
say? Once you go black.
Why is it doing that? Gregory, what are you?
Face back.
Yeah, but I don't want it every time that we move or something. All I did was move somebody. Does your bonus action have to be on the child again, or is it on
my turn?
Granny?
No, it can be anybody.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's an attack.
Okay, gotcha.
But would there have been time to like monologue after she just like yarned his weapon? I see
no.
your power you were holding back.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine then. And then your bonus action to attack. Who are you attacking?
I want the old lady to reply, like in like a little bit of a dialogue after she showed her
gotcha.
power.
Okay. No, my dear. You know the rules. You know the rules in Noki's house. You've been here before. You've visited before, and you know that we don't attack children with glaives.
Yes, I have visited here before. I'm missing. Okay, when was the last time I was here?
You're not sure if you ever have been here, but the more that she keeps saying that you have, you're starting to question yourself more.
All right. Well then, I'll take this one as a hostage, and we'll negotiate properly. And then I want to try to grab the child instead of attacking it.
Okay, then yeah, with that, we'll use that as that. And
okay, and then I run out of the building.
With the child?
Yes.
Okay. You have an unwilling person with you in your mood.
Unwilling child.
An unwilling child. And this, who did you grab? The one closest to you was a little girl. She's definitely kicking and screaming. You're moving your full movement. Full movement?
Yeah.
Yep. 35 feet. With an unwilling person that halves the movement, right?
Yeah, if they're a size equal or smaller.
Well, you're medium, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I guess a child would be smaller. Small.
Tiny.
So as you pick up this child, what you would expect to feel much smaller than you, it feels much larger and much heavier than what a child would feel. So you guys get.
Can I do an Arcana, like our insight, to get a better read on what exactly I have my hands around? Or would this be against my passive insight?
What's your passive insight?
11.
11. Since you did 2 attacks and a bonus action and a movement with your passive insight, you realize that this feels much heavier than what a child would typically feel.
Okay.
And we will let our outside team. So you make it basically to the door. Let's see. Our outside team. Vass, you can see
That surprised Pikachu face you make when the child you abducted starts laughing in Infernal.
So from where you are, the door swung out, so you see the light. You see lots of long shadows being cast out with Kicktalk. You hear them conversing. You're not exactly sure, and it's not very. And on top of it, you also have a sheep standing between you and the doorway, going blah 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 blah. Moglin, you're back here.
I'm asking Pearl what she's doing after this.
She's nuzzling up to you, super hardcore. As you guys continue walking forward.
I'm braiding her hair into my lion mane.
Okay. Vass, we'll kind of go clockwise.
They're pulling out their crossbow, and they're just waiting for anything suspicious.
Okay.
He's just leaning up against this tree, whatever this is.
This is like right here. This is kind of like it's like a stump of an old tree with a bunch of mushrooms growing out of it.
Sure. He's I'd say he'd probably be on the other side, and probably leaning up on it, resting his elbows on the trunk.
Okay. Duval.
I see Kexhot dragging a kid to the door, so I guess I will get ready and cast Blur on myself.
Okay. And Kasik.
Cassie will have one hand on his pocket where his focus is, and start trying to see anything weird with his hand ready.
All right. Super cool. So just for kind of keep things straight, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna roll an initiative just so we can be turn-based. But I need to take a super quick 10-minute break because we're gonna do this and then see what happens from there. So 10 minutes. We'll get everything set up to do an initiative. We'll roll our initiative offline, and we will be back. Agree?
Earl and I are going to run back to the other room.
The door's gone.
Door's gone.
No!
in.
Oh, hi. I guess we're back. Thanks, Greg. You're so awesome.
That's hilarious.
You're so awesome.
Everything is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Welcome back, everybody, to saveVSgames. Our Sheep Chase Counting Nightmares Horror Edition of the Great Sheep Chase module. Our adventurers find themselves in a swampy, foresty area, swamp forest. Inside, our Satyr Unseelie Court member, Kix Hot, has found what appears to be a dear old grandma knitting with two children playing with a kitten on a floor and has taken a child hostage.
Yes, she is the undisputed tyrant of this domain, and Kixok will displace her and become the new ruler of this lands.
Yeah, that. All that.
I just googled the Carmilla girls from Carmilla Dancing, and yeah, that tracks. It's right on for good mood music for this dark game.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is the child who Pixhot has taken advantage, not taken advantage of, nope, that's not what I meant, has taken hostage, and is coming out the door with. Or is moving towards the door of this tree hut towards his friends that are out here. And I had our players go ahead and roll an initiative just so we can be keeping everybody on, making sure everyone is getting their turns in. And so Kasik. Gotta click off the little girl. There we go. So Kasik. Yeah. So you had said before we went to break that you were getting your crossbow out. Is that right? Are you back?
Hello. Sorry.
Yeah, there you are.
Okay.
That's okay.
Sorry.
I just wanted to make sure that you were back from our break because we were kind of thrown into it without any warning at all from our lovely tech master this evening, Greg. So yeah. So what is Kasik doing with his crossbow now that he sees? Let's see. What can he actually see?
Yeah. He'll take his tentacle prepared, so he'll summon it.
Gonna summon it? Okay, let me go back and get your little tentacles. Where are you? Give me just a second and I'll grab them from over here. Okay, ping on to me where you want it right there? Okay.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And you have control of it too.
Right.
Okay. And we will use the same action economy. So that's your action. Anything else?
I'll get ready. Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so you're gonna hold an Eldritch Blast for what's your trigger?
An enemy. Something that look against us.
Okay. When need you to be a little bit more specific on what an enemy is. Is it just anyone that's not your teammate? Is it someone that's attacking one of your party members?
Okay, yeah, something that is going to attack one of my allies. Yeah.
Okay, sounds great. Perfect. And is that where you want to stay for your movement?
Turn up a little back, right here.
Okay, awesome. All right.
That's all.
Okay. Perfect. Kicks Hot. You have a the outward appearance a child in your arms that is kicking and screaming and crying for her auntie.
Gonna step back through the doorway and then place the golem in the doorway, blocking movement and using them for cover.
Okay.
And then look down at Finfair, and see if there's any like reaction on the sheep's face.
See. Okay. So as you pull the child out, the
Eldritch Monstrosity
/ whatever. She checks the other box. Fenethir, the sheep who is tied up to like a hitching post, starts bang more blah 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 blah.
I cut the rope. I cut the rope that's holding him.
Blah 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 blah. Okay. And as it does, okay, as it does, it's going to use its reaction to turn around and kick you with its hooves.
Cocksucker.
Would that trigger my reaction for waiting for an enemy?
You were waiting for someone to attack your party member, so yes.
Should I roll before or after you?
Reactions or held action goes off after because you wanted to attack after something attacked your party member. Yep. So that is going to be a 25 to hit you, Kickshot.
Hits.
Okay. And it's going to be 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
From a sheep?
And at the same time, somehow mysteriously you are also taking 6 points of fire damage.
Is that a separate instance of damage? Because
No.
I need to roll a concentration save if that is.
No, it's the same damage. It's the same.
So I take a total of 21 points of damage.
Yes. And as it turns back and faces you, the sheep, you see it transform.
And then I get my reaction.
Yes. And as it turns around and faces your party member, this is what it looks like now.
Cool.
And you can use your Eldritch Blast to shoot it.
Crossbow.
Okay.
It's my Eldritch Blast.
Oh, sorry. Okay, then yes, you both. Yeah. So Vast Fats had said that he had his drawn before we did this initiative with the intention of doing it. So yeah, you both rolled a hit.
I missed.
Yes. Kasik, your 17 hits.
Can you move the token, child token over 1, the little golem that he's holding? 1 over 2. Yeah, I guess it'll work.
Or you can ping where you want it to go.
Right in the doorway.
Okay, perfect.
It will be 12 force damage. What the?
Okay.
And then, gosh, I used 1 attack to cut the rope, and then it kicked me, so I'll use my extra attack, and then my last attack to stab at the dead undead sheep thing.
Yeah, those both hit. And Gregory, if you want to, around that token, around the sheep token, it now sheds bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10-foot radius, additional 10 feet. If you want to figure out how to do that.
Without breaking anything.
I had to let go of the person to attack.
Okay.
Because I have a 2-handed weapon.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah, both of those hit. So for 12 and...
So I want you to know just how painful it was for me to tell you that.
Can the person with the barking dog mute for a second, please?
All right.
That's okay. Oh, was that you, Lee?
No, it was not.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was you who whispered sorry. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Gregory. Yeah. Okay, so you guys did basically blow for blow. Super cool. Okay. And that was Kickstock's turn. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, Moglin. In front of you, Moglin. Well, you see what you see. Yeah.
How has Pearl reacted to this?
She has not given much of an indication of caring. She is very into y'all lovey-dovey faces at each other.
Oh, okay.
She's smitten.
She's smitten too. Nice. Pearl, dangers afoot.
We like look around, they're just both gone.
Pearl, dangers afoot. Be careful. And I'm going to cast Bless at 2nd level.
Okay.
I will bless Moglin, Boss, Kicksock, and Pearl.
Nice.
And what's plus do?
A D4 to saves and attacks.
And as my bonus action, I'm going to harness my divine power to regain a spell slot in exchange for my channel divinity.
Nice.
I'll link it in case anybody wants to read.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So you cast that on Pearl. Give her the little. What do I want to give her? We're gonna give her the little heart condition above her head.
I'll use the same because it's the same spell.
Well, if Pearl dies here, Moglin's never going to recover.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to do, Moglin?
Mogul's the kind of guy that goes to a strip club and falls in love.
falls
with
in
a
love.
stripper.
Yeah, exactly.
The first one that comes up.
Yeah.
During the daytime strippers.
Yeah, not even prime time, like daytime, like.
He really falls for the nursing school 2 kids sob story.
Yeah,
and I think he's like such a hopeless romantic that they can't help but like reciprocate in some way.
Yeah. The first time they met, he was sobbing about Troglor, and she just went there, and won him over.
And then it like kind of works for a little bit, but then like they get tired of being so like emotionally open with him, and he's just like,
5 years from now, he's not paying child support.
Yeah.
Abandoning her to go off to dungeons.
Okay. Is there anything else that Moglin's doing while all this is happening inside his fantasy?
No, he's gonna ready up his shield to defend himself and Pearl if needed.
Okay. All right. Duval.
I will, I guess, cast Chill Touch on the new sheep. Oops. So is it barely misses because I'm that awesome? And then I'll move around behind the tree. That's it for me.
Are you hiding? Or
No.
you're just using it for cover? Okay, cool.
Just cover, yes.
All right.
Much as I can get.
So Demora follows Kicks Hot and the child out the door. I guess you can't really because you guys are all in the way.
and as a note, I had to let go of the creature to make my melee attacks.
Right.
And henceforth, I will refer to her as the creature.
The creature.
The more it transforms into a dragon and flies to the door.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So she is going to move the girl. She's gonna push past the girl and come up to Kicks Hot. Kicks Hot. It's the hard sound. I keep wanting to call him Kicks Hawk.
Call him Kicks Hot.
Kicks Hawk. And she is going to make she's gonna multi-attack. She's gonna do a bite and a claw. So the first bite, I guess we're in initiative, like initiative now. So that is going to be 12 plus 7 to hit, so 19.
That's a hit.
All right. 2d8 plus 2. So it's 23, 25 piercing damage.
I am unconscious.
Paste.
Cool. So she comes up to you. So she comes up to you, and she wasn't like wailing at you or anything. And your teammates around you see her. It was really close to you. How close is it? Oh, they changed it. Pretty cute. Okay, but you're in front of them.
She's in bright light, if it matters.
Yeah, so Vass, you see Demora come up and wrap her arms around him. How tall is Kixot?
It's like 4'8".
Oh, he's little. I
Yeah,
thought he
he's
was tall satyr.
He's like a little guy.
I thought
Like
he was
he's
a tall satyr.
he's a medium creature, but he is kind of like scrawny and emaciated.
You
Right.
play him like he has a grandiose like.
Oh
Well,
no!
I also was thinking of like
his ego far outstrips his ability.
Sorry, Bonnie.
He only has 8 strength.
I definitely had like in mind like the satyr from like Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah, kind of like that, but more of a wussy.
Jen, did you say that sounds very fawny?
Bonnie,
So
that's genius.
No, I am.
Genius.
I wish I had said that now, so that I would have Lee's respect forever, but I don't.
That would make you the goat.
The goat, yeah.
So Vass, what you see is Demora come up to Kix Hot and wrap her arms around him. Moglin, you see the same thing, and she bites down on his neck, and he goes limp in her arms. And
Kinky.
Yeah. All right.
That's how I wanted to die.
It is the little girl's turn. And she turns toward... She's... Yeah. So she sees Vass. She steps around. She's up to, yeah, so she kind of steps around these people, and she sees Vass. And you weren't crouching down behind me. So she sees you, and she is going to, you see her face go from fairly sweet and innocent to very full of angry hatred. And she is going to raise her hand, and 3 darts of energy, of dark energy, come out and hit you with magic missile. So that is 9, 10, 12 points of force damage.
Okay.
And then when she hits you, she gives this wicked grin smile and kind of toodles you and steps back in the house. That is her turn. And then it is Vass's turn.
Alright, Vass is gonna move. Let's see. 5, 10. Alright. He's gonna move 10 feet to here. He's going to use one of his superiority dice to get a lunging attack, which gives him an additional. He should be 15 feet away. Let's see. Yep. The lunging attack. So with the pole arm, the glaive of warning, he's going to attack. As it's a 10 foot and an additional 5 feet from the superiority dice. It's going to be a 21 to hit.
It hits.
That's going to be... there should be 5 total damage.
Okay.
And then he's going to use his bonus action to use the butt end to attack again. Also, I forgot to add the superiority dice. Let me add that real fast. That's an additional D8, I believe.
For the damage on the first attack.
Yeah, so... Yeah, so it's an additional D8 on the first attack. So that's 7 more damage.
Okay.
And this is slashing. And then the bonus action attack with the butt end of the glaive, because of Polearm Master. It's going to be a 22 to hit.
Hits.
Damage. It's going to be 4 damage.
Okay.
And then he's going to take his second attack action, the Glaive of Warning. He is going to spend another superiority dice to get an additional 5 feet again and attack. And then I'm going to roll that Bless. Get a little more. That's going to be 11 total.
The hit does not hit.
Okay. And then he is going to use most of his movement left. So he moved, what's that? 10 feet. He's going to move back. Going to move back 20 feet to just behind the knoll there. And that should be his turn.
Turn. All right. So it is now Fenethir's turn. Where did... Okay. So you see so Fenethir turns its face towards you, and again what you see ghastly flames are coming out of its eye sockets. Flames are coming up around his hooves as he takes off up into the air.
You can fly?
And
He can fly.
That's Mogwai's response. It can fly!
And he lands in front of you, and he will take he will make a hooves act. Yeah, he's gonna attack you with his hood.
Okay.
That is a 12.
That's going to miss.
Okay. And you know what? I think I actually also have a disadvantage. I remember. Gregory, can you update that? I have a disadvantage.
And then since he moved into my range, I'm going to use my reaction to hit him with the glaive from Polar
nice.
Master.
Nice.
As he has jumped into my range opportunity attack from Polar Master feet.
Okay.
That.
Gregory, can you tell me? I know this is gonna be a pain in the butt. Can you tell me what order they came in? I think I had a disadvantage first, so I'll use my disadvantage now.
Okay, well, he missed on his opportunity attack.
Yeah. Yeah, that missed.
It's like, now that I've already missed once, I'm going to use my disadvantage.
Well, no, I try to remember. I try to remember, especially, I don't know. I try. I could be like Peter and just never not.
Oh my god, do I try?
Story of my life. Okay, so next is disadvantage. Okay.
So,
I don't know. Okay, so that was its action, its turn, it missed. Pearl is going to go. Oh, okay, that's fine. That was my advantage. Okay, cool.
Is Kicksock dead or alive?
You said he was unconscious.
Yeah, but then he got bit by something.
Oh, he got bit when he went unconscious.
No,
he went unconscious when he got bit, I thought, right?
No, he was unconscious when you bit him.
Right.
The bite is what made him unconscious.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So now it is Pearl's turn.
I swear, this bitch. She better not.
I mean...
As a side note, I did braid her hair into my lion's mane, so if she's trying to leave, like, I'm gonna have to go with her.
That's like next level clingy.
Where did my stupid measurement tool go? There it is.
And they changed the look of it a little bit.
They did. They changed it so much, and when I started like putting together this, I was like, "Oh, roll 20." I can't tell if they like simplified it or if my like, cause I have the new windows, and I'm like, did that mess with it somehow? Anyway, but now it just like disappeared. Yeah. No, she's going to go ahead and gonna do her multi-attack on you, Moglin. So the first one's gonna be a bite.
Pearl, how could you?
So and I have disadvantage, so okay, there you go. So 3. So that is +7, so it's a 10 to hit.
That's a miss.
That has bless on her, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that for like a full minute, or is that for?
Yeah, it's
yeah, full minute.
Okay.
How could you, Pearl? Well. How could you? Yeah, if she hits me too hard, it's gonna break.
It's a 14
Still a miss.
for the bite. Okay, and then her claw attack. 17 plus 7, 24 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Plus another 4, so a 28 to hit.
It's still a hit.
Yep. Wait. Did I use? No, because I have a disadvantage. So I'll roll another d20. Right? Yeah. That. Okay, so that's 14 plus 4, or 18 to hit.
Still a miss.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, your girlfriend's attacking you.
Pearl, how could you?
Eat your face. It's her turn. And going to thing is going to
Does she count as restrained?
Who? Pearl?
Pearl?
Does she count as restrained? No.
Since her hair's tied into my hair, are we both restrained together?
It's hair. So I guess it depends on how long you've been braiding each other's hair together.
Until we saw Kicksock come out of the house.
That took like 2 minutes. No, but you guys are not restrained.
Okay.
It's just yeah, you guys.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Apologies.
You're okay. Its turn. Okay. We are up to Kasik.
Okay. Let's unmute first. Okay, so I'll cast a Mind Sliver on his her is right in
Pearl is
front
the
of
one
me.
that. Yeah, Pearl is the one that's right next to Moglin.
I
sorry,
saw
no,
her
bitch.
attacking.
Yeah, Pearl is the one that's next to Moglin, and Demora is the one that has Kicks Hot in her arms, biting on his neck as he is limp in her arms.
Okay, so I guess since I have her closer, I'll cast Mind Sliver.
Okay.
You need to make 15 DC.
Okay. Village. So that. So I have an advantage. Okay, so 13.
Okay, so she fails and she receives 3 psychic damage.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, and 1d4 less from his next saving throw. Bonus action, I'll get close my tentacle. Like 10 feet and attack. Oh, that's 10 feet. Hmm.
13 misses.
And I'll stay put.
You're gonna say put? Alright.
Yeah.
Kicks Hot. I guess we're into death saving throws.
Okay. They. I don't know where it is on the D&D Beyond sheet.
It is
Points.
Yeah, you hit your
Yeah,
hit points.
clicker.
Can't just. Okay. I gotta reduce my health down to 0. Because I was keeping track of it and
yeah.
roll 20. Okay, now I can do a death save. And I can do that by clicking dice in the middle. Natural 1, I die.
No, that's only two
It's
fails.
2 fails.
Oh, right. For
Yes.
some reason, it's in my mind that I have been attacked while down.
No, you have not been attacked by that. She didn't take your.
Mhm.
You have 6 more seconds to live.
Bum bum bum.
All right. Moglin.
Moglin, his muzzle now damp from the tears streaming down his face from the betrayal of Pearl, will grab the braid that he made, and he's gonna just rip his fur out and throw it to the side. And he's going.
I like the symbolism.
Yeah, he's going to run over to Kixhot.
Okay. As she'll take her sack of opportunity. That is going.
That's gonna hit.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
Oh yeah, disadvantage.
That hits.
So you will take 8 piercing damage, and you're actually grappled. So as you go to move, your hair is still attached in one spot, and she uses it and she slams you back down and gets on top of you.
I'm going to use my reaction to Hellish Rebuke her at 2nd level.
Okay.
So she needs to make a Dex 13 minus her 1d4.
She has a D4 from Bless, right?
Yeah, it's a wash, yes.
Did you keep your concentration?
Oh yeah, let's see if I get my con.
I thought you did roll a Constitution save.
I'd do it again.
That was for I still got my
the first
con.
one. Yeah.
Can I just drop it? Can I drop less?
Yeah, you can.
On one person or on everybody?
On
everyone.
everybody.
I'll drop less on everyone because of this bitch.
Okay, cool. So she needs to make a. Yeah, so she got an 8.
So she has to take 12 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Okay. As what does it look like when you do this to her?
So as he was running, the fur catches with her grapple, and he turns and he goes, "Fuck off, bitch!" And she just poof, fire engulfs her body.
You would expect it to engulf it more than it does, but to her it feels like a pleasant tingle. AY.
Foreplay.
Pleasant tingling, yeah.
Yeah, foreplay. Well, since I can't move, I'm still poisoned too, yeah?
Yes, we'll say for 2 more rounds. Yeah. Actually, yeah, we'll see. Okay, so it'll be like, so you guys were following Kixhot in.
I laid in the bed for a minute, and then we followed in, and then we braided our hair for like 2 minutes, and then.
Okay, so then no, so then you are not poisoned anymore.
Yes.
Nice.
Because everyone waited a minute while Kixhot was having his conversation and pointing glaives at children.
And I'm gonna tell her, "You should have kept me as an ally." And I'm gonna smack her with my Morning Star, like just aiming right for the face.
Okay.
Is that disadvantage for grapple?
No,
No, I haven't been grappled.
So.
Grappled is not. It just reduces your movement to 0.
Okay.
Yep.
It's restrained. That.
25?
25 hits.
Nice.
For 8 damage.
And is your Morning Star magical?
No.
You gonna smite her?
But the Divine Smite's gonna be.
Yeah. You should get a bonus to your D8 to that smite too, the fiend.
So 8 piercing, 7 divine smite, radiant damage.
So the piercing again feels more like foreplay, but the divine smite, the radiant energy, does its full effect.
And then I'm gonna smack her again with the Morning Star, and this time right on the butt, since I noticed it's more like foreplay for her. We're gonna go along with it. Nat 20.
Oh man.
Yeah. So the way I like to do my natural 20s, and Greg is right. Your first divine smite gets an additional D8 for fiend.
Oh.
So roll that, and then we'll do your natural 20. Oh. What? What? Okay. So the way I like to do my natural 20s is max damage plus roll. Plus what you roll.
Okay. So, and we're gonna divine smite it. 2nd level divine smite.
Oof.
Fuck this bitch.
That's gonna be ouchy.
Wait, does he get the max damage on the smite as well?
Yes.
Delete.
So, okay, so what's
Control.
Yeah.
8d8. So there's the Morning Star. The Divine Smite, the level 2 Divine Smite, and also the Fiend 1d8.
It gets bumped up to 2d8 because of the crit. Sorry.
So it was max damage on all that, and then add that.
Yep. So as you are betrayed by your so loving partner.
3 more D8s, man.
Yeah, I'll let you roll it, but yeah, you take her out. You bash her into a radiant mirror on the ground.
As Hellfire engulfs her, or Radiant Flame engulfs her, I imagine she like cries out, "Call me!" Explodes.
And I pick up her little braided hair with the remainder of my fur, and I shove it into my pack.
Never
Women are a fickle creature.
You can fix her. She just needs love.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why you don't betray love. You get crit with radiant damage.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
you
All
die.
right. Anything else, Moglin? Any other movement or anything? You tried to move up.
Can I move up now that she's gone?
Yeah,
Or-
you're not grabbed.
okay.
Yeah.
So then I'm gonna move up to protect Ixhot's body. I don't think there's anything else. Do I have a bonus action?
How the shit do you have anything else to do?
I don't. I don't. If only I had healing word. If I had healing word, I would save you.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
I can't. Yeah, I could just help defend his body, I guess.
Okay. All right. All right. Duval.
Duval kind of catches this out of the middle of his eye, but he's still focused on the sheep. So I do another chill touch for 19.
Yep, that'll do. That'll hit.
For a whole 4 necrotic.
Okay.
And then I'll use my bonus action to convert level 3 spell slot into sorcery points. And that's it.
All right. All right. It is Demora's turn. And as Moglin comes up and is biting down drawing blood from Kixhot's shoulder, and she sees you destroy her sister, and she drops Kixhot's sister, or she drops Kixhot's body. You see her. She starts coming at you so angry, with so much hatred, like just hysteric hatred. And then she pauses. She collects herself for a second, and she puts her hand up on your cheek. And I need you to make a
She didn't drop bless now.
Ah! It's an 8.
So as her hand comes up and that lovely lotus smell enters your nose again, you look at her and you are very confused about what is happening.
Is it like a charm or is it confused?
It is confused.
I thought you were gonna make it with Grandma now.
I thought you were gonna I thought it was gonna be charmed. I'm like, actually, you're the hot sister.
He's a sexual lion.
Okay, so for the next 6 rounds, you are confused.
He doesn't make a save at the end of.
Well, so he's failed the charisma save, which as a paladin.
Yeah.
At the end
this
of,
is
at,
this
at
is
the end
wisdom.
Of each.
This is wisdom.
Not charisma.
This is for the her attack is for uses a charisma saving throw.
So
At the end of each of its turns, an affected target can make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. So the charisma save is to cast the spell, and then it uses the confusion spell.
Yeah.
This is.
But
Yeah.
the thing is,
But
with
this-
the confusion spell, at the end of the target's turn, it can save against it.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay. I was confused because you said for the next...
on the turns when on the turns where the creature
okay.
can normally, it can repeat the saving throw at the end of its turn.
Okay.
So just out of curiosity, if I was to roll right now, like a 7 or an 8, does Kixhot's dead body count as something I would have to randomly target?
Yeah.
No, this is how Kixhot dies by my own hands.
No, the trauma.
No.
All right, and that is her turn. In here. That was her turn, and that's Noelle.
He is going to. He's gonna take the opportunity attack from the goat. He's gonna move 10 feet back.
Okay.
If the goat wants to attack.
Yeah.
Okay, you can certainly try. I think you used all your dice.
Did I? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You only have disadvantage left.
Yeah.
I don't trust anything that Chase ever.
Well,
If we all listened to Chase, we would all have like 1 billion gold and level 20
Yeah.
characters.
and magic items.
Magic items.
And Pearl wouldn't have betrayed me, but
Well, you know, you win some, you lose some. So it takes the attack of opportunity and it misses.
Okay.
Oh, I do have one
So-
disadvantage. Okay, well, here we go. An 11. Okay.
There's no way. All right. The first attack, it's going to be the Glaive of Warning.
Is your
Roll a
glaive of
hit.
warning? Does it do anything else besides just being able to be surprised?
Yeah, that's it. It's his only glaive, so that's all he's got. That's a 10 on the first one, which won't hit. So he's going to take the second one to attack it. Okay, so that's a 25.
Yep, that hits.
That's going to be 13 points of slashing. And then he's going to use his bonus action to hit with the ass end of the stick as the Polar Master depicts.
Okay.
So let's do that. And then let's go ahead, let's throw a superiority dice in there as well. Why
Okay.
not? So we are going to utilize the, let's see here, the menacing attack. So let's roll the attack first, see if I hit. So that's going to be a 24.
That hits.
Okay, and when I hit, I expend the superiority dice and add the total to the damage roll, and the target must make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw.
That is a 9.
Okay, so they are now frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Nice.
And then the damage for the ass end is going to be 6 plus the superiority dice. So that's going to be a total of 13 on the ass end attack. And they are frightened. I believe we haven't taken a long or short rest, right?
No, we have not.
Okay.
We've all tried.
I tried. Yep.
And then that would be his turn.
All right. Great turn. So
I think as
you...
a free action, he'll have the shield, his little buckler shield open.
Awesome. So you are just bashing and beating this nightmarish ram in front of you, and flames are coming out of all sorts of holes that you've poked into it, and it is not looking great at all.
Also, all the attacks are magical because the Glaive of Warning is a magical item.
Yeah. Super cool.
So
All right. All right, it is its turn. And it is going to... Oh, it has to use its action to... It's frightened of you, so it has to move as far away from you as possible, right?
that is correct.
Okay. So it is... it flies up 90 feet and blinks out of existence, almost like a twinkling little star that burns out real fast.
Is he,
Twinkle, little
since he's
goat.
blinking, he can't actually move over top of me to the other side of the battlefild?
No,
That's still technically moving towards me.
No, he's going up in the other way. So he's going
Okay.
this way, up and away. But and it's not the blink spell. It's like a description. So you see him, all of his fire is going up 90, 60,
I'm
90
going to use my
feet.
reaction to attack him.
Okay.
Because he's leaving my range. So let's go see if we can stop him. All right, opportunity attack. Going to be a 24 to hit.
Yep, it hits.
Right, that's going to be another 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay. So as it turns to go away from you, how do you cut it down? or describe to us how you cut it down.
Oh, just straight up like butterflying a fish, just straight down the center and this side.
It's a large creature. I should also say that. It's a large.
I mean, it's a slashing weapon.
Yeah.
Straight down the side.
Nothing personal, kid.
Bon appetit.
All right, and then turn up to.
She dead.
Yeah, she did. All right, Kasik.
Fighters.
Fighters with how many superiority?
I have one left.
Super cool. Okay.
Yep.
So Kasik, so outside here, there does not appear to be any. Well, you can see Moglin and Kixhot is down on the ground, and Moglin. Yeah, you can see that. Moglin is engaged with Demore in the doorway of this abode.
Okay. I'll get the tentacle closer and Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Where is it? There it is.
Yep, dirty 20 hits. Dirty 20
Hey
hits.
again.
Nice. And the tentacle attack.
The tentacle does not hit with a 14.
I guess a little bit closer. Yeah, and that's my turn.
Okay. Kixhot.
Okay, now the death save. And 8. Fuck dies. Wait, hold on. My good old lion is next to me. He's a paladin, and the aura applies to death saves. So what is the modifier from your aura? Are we level 5?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're level 6. Oh, just one level away. Okay,
Yeah.
That's 3 failed death saves.
Didn't you roll a 7?
The first one I rolled a natural 1.
I saw 7.
Oh, you know what? You're right, because it came up as a natural 1 on D&D Beyond, but it came out as 7 in Roll20. So yeah, it was a Roll20 and 7.
Okay, cool. So then we'll count that as 2 death saves.
Okay.
There's 2 failed death saves. Okay, cool.
Until I randomly have to attack you.
So he's
That's a better way to go, honestly.
As opposed to just laying there.
Yeah, I just checked the log. I got a death save of 7
Okay.
for the first one.
super cool. All right. So Moglin,
1d10.
1d10, please.
Come on, 9 or 10.
So with the 8, the creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach.
Is it a 1d2?
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Well, you got the tentacle behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I attack the tentacle?
No,
it has
it's
to be
ethereal.
random.
It's
Yeah.
the tentacle's ethereal. It can't be damaged.
So,
Not a
Kixhot,
creature.
you choose it. Do you want to be 1 or do you want to be 2?
2.
You chose your own fate. Okay, so roll to.
Unless you missed.
18 AC.
Which is which? What, Gregory?
Oh God.
Oh, it's a crit.
And it's might.
Okay. So, in your confusion, I imagine you're like caught up in the trauma of the last mission, and you see the faces of the enemy dance around you, and you swing wildly and bring the Morning Star directly down on Hickok's skull. And you hear a crack, and then you snap back to reality and see his crumpled body beneath you.
What have I done? Ah! He drops his Morning Star, just like lodged in your skull, like, oh my God. Drops to his knees.
Mm-hmm. There's just silence.
Well, yeah. So you do all that, and then you can
Wisdom save.
wisdom save.
I would have preferred to stay confused.
Oh yeah. So you fail your wisdom save, and you have this whole scene that you guys just played out as Kixhot's body is crumpled and bleeding, and the the ground comes up around his body, and slowly drags his body down into the marshy dirt and moss beneath you.
I'll grab my Morning Star as it pulls him down, pull it out, notice one little satyr horn stuck in between the spikes, and I'll take it out and I'll put it on as a reminder of his sacrifice and loss. And then I'll look at Demora. I'll fucking suck. I can't do anything else, right? I don't get to do it yet now.
Duval.
You get 2 attacks on your turn, right?
Yeah, but it says my action is just a randomly chosen melee attack.
Oh, I see. So you don't use the multi-attack. Okay.
He just hits you again and pushes your skull even more. Yeah.
Yeah. You thought that you were peacefully going?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You know what?
No,
just out of curiosity.
This is when
I would have hit you
learns
again.
to rage. Unholy rage.
This is how you get Conquest Paladins.
There's a reason Moglin's an Oathbreaker now.
Yeah.
PTSD is strong with this one.
Well, my attempt at a level 3 Chaos Bolt fails, so I will bonus action Mirror Image, I guess, and that's it for me.
Okay. I will.
So helpful.
How do you bonus action Mirror Image?
Sorcery points.
Oh, so you quicken it?
Yep.
Super. Demora gives gives Moglin the darkest, most sinister, but somehow still attractive grin that he's ever seen, and she makes her 2 attacks. The first one is a 16 to hit. Her bite to hit.
Wait, wouldn't she consider him an ally since she just killed Pixar?
No, because he saved on his
I mean, like from her point of view, though, it's like, oh, he just killed my enemy.
Well, no, because she knows that he did it because of her.
Yeah. I also brutally murdered her sister like 12 seconds ago.
And she's fully aware that he broke her.
I see.
When he looked at her and said, "You bitch, you suck."
Nice.
I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, that was a miss. As she tries to bite, pulls up the shield, and she bites the shield.
And she 5 plus 7. Also gonna miss.
Still a miss.
All right, cool. No, it's going inside the house.
No, his body's gone. No.
Okay. Let's see here.
Blood hunters always die.
Boss is going to run
He always
to
puts
this.
himself there to die, though.
He's gonna move 10 feet here. He's gonna take the crossbow, and he's going to shoot at the girl.
Okay.
Let's see here. Where is it? There it is. That's a 5, so that's not gonna hit. Gonna take a second attack action. That's probably not gonna hit. That's a 12. Okay. Bolts. He's going to use his bonus action to second wind to regain 1d10 hit points.
Okay.
So it's the 1d10 plus 5. That's going to be 12, so he goes back up to max. Then he is going to actually crouch behind the behind that tree stump. He's actually going to go prone, so he gets full cover from the doorway, and then all range attacks against him are disadvantaged.
Okay.
And that'll be his turn.
Awesome. Dead. Speak.
Not Eldritch Blast this time. He's going to cast Toll the Dead.
Okay. It's a wisdom save from her, right?
Yeah.
That is an 11. He fails.
So. Oh.
No, all damage is damage.
Only.
Ass kicks hot.
And
Oh, too soon. It's too soon.
and gonna quicken for another. Another Toll the Dead.
That's a 10. Another fail.
Much better.
Nice. Very nice.
Let's take. That's my turn.
All right, Moglin.
How does she look?
So as your insanely ridiculous, to her, it almost sounds cheery. Bell is ringing inside of her ears. It's, you see her grab her head, and she shakes it off fairly decent. But she is definitely, her eyes, that were, her pupils and her irises were pitch black with the whites, but the whites of her eyes are bloodshot and her nose is bloody. And her hair has lost that iridescent sheen, and her skin no longer looks like sparkling starlight. Looks pretty beat up, but still has a good feral look to her.
As she shook her head, I swing my Morning Star at it. So as she's like shaking it back, it just connects with my Morning Star as it's swinging the other way.
I hope you get a natural one to hit your own damn butt in the back of the fucking head.
Right. 22.
That hits.
Let's start rolling the damage. Roll it over here then. Nine piercing damage.
Nine, you said?
9. My non-magical morning star.
Non-magical.
Then I'll hit her with it again.
Okay.
For 12.
Is that to hit?
Yeah.
That's to hit. Yeah. That misses.
That is all I can do. I'm still gonna block her in the door.
Super. Kick's hot. I forgot that you went before Moglin. As your body on this plane is dragged under by moss and vines down into the bog, you wake up back in the tavern, back on top of the dresser that you fell asleep on. And
I go get beers for everybody else, and then I put them next to their beds and wait for them to wake up.
And as you enter back into your room, on the wall behind where normal people would be sleeping, you see in dark blood or dark red substance dripping down the walls, it says, "Find us in the Lich Queen's lair." And
Does that mean anything to Kicksot?
you can roll a history check.
That'd be a 5.
Nope, nothing to you. You know what a lich is?
Can I remove it? Like, does it rub off?
Yeah, it does, and it smears as you would expect.
Yeah, I think Kicksot looks at things. Maybe another time. He's got a splitting headache, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, then he gets spears for everybody and puts it next to their, mead, because fantasy, medieval fantasy.
I feel like they would still have like some kind of like beer mash like ancient Egyptians did.
Okay. Then I go get whatever their local IPA is, like hard rock and a hard place IPA.
Yeah. Hard rock and a hard place.
Oglin's gonna need something a little harder than beer.
Was it Stone IPA?
Yeah. Like a witch's tale or cauldron. Yeah, that's it. Cauldron.
All right, and back on the over here in this going ons, it is up to Duval's turn.
Oh, I'm going to throw another half-hearted chill touch. Nope. Still can't roll over a 10, guys. That's it. That's all for me.
You skipped out on the combat last time, and now you're not even hitting this time.
I'm an observer.
Still watching those images across your eye.
That's right.
Okay, it is up to Demora's turn, and for lack of so Vess, you just shot at her. Moglin is in front of her. Okay. You're now prone. Okay. So she is in Mogul's
Prone
right
with
in front
full
of her.
cover.
Yep. And yep, so she's gonna take her 2 attacks. On then. First one's good. 18 plus 7
That'll hit.
for 12 piercing damage, and you're grappled.
Can I silver barb that attack?
Is that that's a reaction?
Yeah. If a reaction will detect when a creature you can see within 60 feet succeeds on an attack roll. Ability check or saving throw.
Please don't roll a nat 20 in place of that.
Need to reroll.
God.
Oh.
And it has to use the reroll?
You must reroll and use the lower roll.
Hey!
The lower of the 2 rolls. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So an 18 plus 7 with
points.
And
yeah.
another
that's-
creature have a advantage on the next attack
okay.
roll.
Super cool. So I will put this green roll for advantage.
And
So yeah, so she reaches up and she bites you on your shoulder, in that sweet spot between your shoulder and your neck. And she grapples you, and she claws attack up your back she tries to claw up your back. Very
I'm going to whisper
sensuously.
to her as she's like on me and be like, your sister does it better.
And
That's
yeah.
savage.
Yep. That's a 12 to hit, so that misses.
She like bit right on the hickey that he got left from earlier.
and the creature with the advantage will be the bug.
Gonna be Duval? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so Duval has advantage on
And his
attack
next
against her?
attack roll.
Okay, gotcha. Not the first person, the next person that hits. Okay, good to know. Thank you for clarifying. Vass.
Vass is going to use half his movement to get up. He's going to take a pot shot at the girl with the crossbow. So, crossbow. So the first attack's going to be an 8.
That misses?
Probably misses. Second one, it's going to be a natural 20.
Awesome. So
that's going to be 8 plus a d8.
Okay.
So that's going to be 15.
All right.
And then he's going to...
Sorry, but it's just a regular crossbow, right?
Yeah, it's just a regular crossbow. I don't get any bonuses, dexterity. And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to drop back down prone.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Kasik.
Okay, this time it's going to be Eldritch Blast.
Do it.
Maybe the second one.
What are you doing? We have food down.
The second one hit again.
Sorry, what did you roll? I'm sorry. I have a...
Eldritch
18.
Blast. 18.
yeah, 18 hits.
Ooh,
Sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. I forgot.
a tickle. And the tentacle.
Yes, 11 miss, 18 hits. So 1 force damage.
Yeah. I tickle with the...
He tickled her. She likes it. And then 11 misses.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that would be all.
All right, and you're staying there?
Yeah.
All right. Moglin, you are currently grappled.
So he's going to put one arm around her back and then take the Morning Star with his other free hand and just swing it up to try to bash her on the head where she's biting him.
Okay, if you get a natural 1 on this, you hit yourself.
That's fair.
Okay.
Fair. 22.
That hits.
For 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do it again.
Okay.
Just going to double tap. 19.
Hits.
For 8 points.
All right. And you
Still
are
alive? She's still alive?
She's still alive. She is. So you hit her in the back of the head, and it's enough to get her off. You're still grappled. She still has her arms like raking down your back. But you hit her in the back of the head hard enough to get her mouth off of you, and then I imagine like you hit it first up. The Morning Star comes up, and then it like hits her like in the back of the knee, and she kind of falls into you a little bit.
It's not going to do damage. I'm going to like bite her this time.
Okay.
Role play bite.
You don't. Leonin doesn't have a bite attack. It's like a.
No, I have claws.
Oh, okay.
Their bark is worse than their bite.
All right, Duval, you have advantage.
Yes, I'll use my advantage and throw a Chaos Bolt. Ooh. Even need it that time, but thank you.
Yeah, 23 definitely hits.
Maybe 20?
Yeah, maybe it's not for 20.
No, it was a 16 and a 7.
As I see Duval try to send this Chaos Bolt, I'm going to twist our bodies so he has better aim at her.
I mean, you can try the second roll.
Yeah, I think he's saying that he did. So 16
Okay.
and a,
Okay.
yeah, 16 and 5 looks like. Is that what that means?
I don't know why that rolled so many dice. What just happened there?
You get to pick the damage type, I think, so it rolls for all the different damage types.
But it's only supposed to roll 2. What did I get?
It's a 4 and a 7.
Okay, well, I'm just rolling 2d8s because I don't understand that. So 7 and an 8. Plus the d6, which was 4. So 19 damage of...
As you shoot this, you said it was a Chaos Bolt, right? Another Chaos Bolt? Is that what this is
yeah, it was a Chaos Bolt.
So as you shoot it and it hits her square on, how does it decimate her?
I'm going with psychic damage, and
So
her like vision of where she is in this moment just expands infinitely, and her mind can't contain it and just turns to mush.
It just starts bleeding out of her eyes and her ears and nose and dripping down her chest as she crumples in front of Moglin.
It smells like a death lotus now.
Death loop. And we are effectively out of combat.
Moglin's going to start digging.
I can't see in the hut anymore. Did I miss? Did everybody else run away?
So the door is still open. But the light that was shining from it is gone. So from where you are, very hard to be able to see in. But Moglin, you can see, since you're in front of the doorway, everything did go very dark, and what had looked previously like a very warm, open, or like a very warm and cozy little cottage, it's all, everything in there is rotted away, covered in fungi and moss. Smells very dusty, very not dusty. It just smells very musty and moldy. Little dust motes are everywhere. Even everyone outside, that really sulfurous, toxic swamp smell is starting to hit your nose. And on the far wall, Moglin, you can't. How far do you have dark vision?
60 feet of dark vision.
60 feet.
Yeah.
So on this very far wall, you see. Well, is that you doing the?
Yeah, 60,
Yeah.
70 feet.
So if you take a step in, you see on the very far wall, dripping in red, liquid, you can find us a message, and it says you can find us at the Lich Queen's lair.
I'll exit, and then I go back to digging.
Oh, you can dig and dig. Eventually, you get up all the layers of moss, and you eventually just hit really muddy, wet, substrate.
Keep going.
You can keep going till you want.
Your fingers bleed.
Nobody stops them. They just let them psychotically dig.
Yeah, what's everyone else doing?
The druid's standing there with mold earth, like, I could make this so easy, but I'm not.
Deval, is there anything that you wanted to do?
Well, as soon as he is done digging, I'll just point back over to the tower and be like, "That's tower's back over there." But I'll let him dig. If that gives me a short rest, I'm okay with it.
Vass. Moglin, do you tell anybody about the message that you saw?
No, he's just digging. he's traumatized. He's just digging, trying to find Kixot. He's just muttering to himself, "It's okay, little satyr buddy. I'm gonna get you out of here. We'll take your body home to the Unseelie Court." Do I find any remnants of Kixot?
Nope.
Man, calm down. We still need to get out of here. Is anyone in there? Did you see?
I didn't see anyone in there. There's writing on the wall.
Guess the writing is on the wall.
Satyrs on the ground, writing on the wall.
Bad emo band name. Or
Not
album
again.
name.
Not again. I lost another one.
Lambs of the Universe.
It's not your fault.
Kasik, Vass, you guys doing anything?
I tried to investigate the hut, the house, the tree house.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check.
That's my investigation. I'm still looking for Kixot.
You do not find him. So 16. So as you are looking around inside this hut, the rug in the middle is very old and old, worn and tattered. It's easy enough to flip it up and see underneath of it that same emblem that was on the mantle back in Demora's room. The hand with the eye and the lotus behind the fingers. Everything else in the room is long rotted and is long rotted away and not worth much. And as you turn to tell your friends, your party members, what you find, you feel your body, or you feel the sensation of in the middle of your core. It feels like it's being sucked backwards as your vision of what everything that you see now slowly fades out from slowly fades out until it's just a pinprick in the middle. All you see is Moglin frantically digging in the ground. And you wake up back in the tavern, in the same bed that you fell asleep in, back in your whatever you slept in or whatever you were doing when you were getting ready for bed. Vass.
Oh, I guess he's just gonna go ahead and take a gander inside.
All right, Vass. Do y'all see my cat being ridiculous trying to get into the bowl of food?
Yep.
This is. I'm not really sure what she's. Okay, sorry. Continue on, Vass.
He's just gonna investigate the room. Seems that's how we disconnect from this hellhole.
Okay, yeah, same thing. Did you roll your investigation check?
It's 19.
The same thing. As you walked in with every intent of investigating this room, you saw Kasik turn towards you, and go to say something, and he disappeared. And as you go to look at the same emblem, you see it. You have the same sensation where you're being pulled back. But this time when you're and so you see Moglin frantically digging, but then in the back of your head you also hear blah 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 blah, and you wake up back in your room.
Yep. He's in the mid pour of a drink, just over his face, just pouring alcohol on him. Fall asleep standing up.
Oh, I also forgot to say, the same message that was on the wall. Find us in the Lich Queen's lair. That was on the wall inside this hut. It's on both of your above your the pillows on the bed for both back in your rooms. Duval.
I cast Friends on Moglin.
Okay.
And I say, everything dies alone, my friend. But to come, I can do anything I want, just like you. And I'll grab him on the shoulder and try to bring him inside.
Moglin's going to be silently crying. He'll stand up and he'll take his claw, and in his breastplate, underneath the names Troglor, Astrin, Rhea, he's going to add Kixhot. And then he's going to follow Duval into the house.
Same thing. As you guys look around, you see that emblem. You feel your bodies being pulled back, and you wake up back in the tavern that you were found yourselves falling asleep at. No one has the benefit of any kind of restful sleep, obviously, and you all have find us in the Lich Queen's lair above your beds in presumably blood, and that is where we will end this episode. Well, this adventure. Mostly unscathed in nope.
You call
I'm not
that
gonna say
unscathed?
that. I'm not gonna even say that. Yeah, I'm not gonna be yep. Nope. We
Just some emotional scarring.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So when you wake up, Kixok is like standing over you, like kind of like goats, like to perch a little bit. Is like looking down. So you died too?
And Mogwin's gonna just look up and be like, another face to haunt me.
But he's right there, so it's not even really.
That's right.
You
I'm
missed
a
the
ghost. Ooh, you killed me. You killed. He points a finger. You killed me.
Looks
Because
over to
everything-
the mental image of Troglor in the room that he has. Be like, can you see him too?
So yeah, and so you all wake up back in your beds with that, and with the thing of beer next to your bed that you didn't remember going to bed with. Crazy kick that. And that's where we will end this nightmarish version of the Great Sheep Chase. Thank you so much to my super awesome players. Thank you for letting me scar you and kill you and bash you. Again, thank you for everyone who hung out with us in chat. Lots of advantages and disadvantages. That was super fun. I think we got really close to a hype train, which is super cool. So thank you, everybody. This will be uploaded to YouTube in a few days. So everyone share and subscribe and follow. Sign up for the PvP tournament on saveVS Discord before it gets posted all over the interwebs and inevitably fills up really, really fast. And thank you guys so much.
Bye.
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 Thanks.